Hey guys, today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be continuing the front suspension refresh. So today is part 3. I'm going to be cleaning the upper and lower control arms from the front suspension. I'm also going to be pushing the bushings and pushing the bushings out and removing the ball joints. They were a little more difficult because you have to drill out rivets. Fortunately, they don't replace it with the rivets, they replace it with screws and nuts. So it makes it a lot easier to take it apart in the future. But anyway, you'll see the process of me going through and cleaning it, then removing the bushings and the ball joints. I'll talk about the ball joint kit that I use, which was really good little kit, very cheap, and it was good to have. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. Before we do, I want to tell you that I decided that I couldn't get it clean enough just using a die grinder and my 4.5-inch grinding tool. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to send this off with the wheel assembly and the spindle to a sandblaster to have it cleaned professionally. And we'll make sure we get all the rust and all the paint off of it so that I can refresh it with a fresh coat of POR 15, make it look really nice, and get everything back to the way it was when it rolled out of the factory. All right, so let's get into it. Thanks. Hey guys, this is Rob. Welcome back to Rob's Retro Garage. If it's your first time here, then welcome. And if it's not your first time here, then welcome back. What I'm doing today is I've removed the control arms and the spindle. The spindle's back over there. So we'll clean that eventually. It's still got the rotor on it. But I've already put degreaser on these. I'll show you what I used. For the first time, I tried this stuff. We'll see how this works for the first scrub. And then for the second scrub, I'm using the Chemical Guys orange degreaser. I've got that already mixed up and ready to go. So without further ado, let me scrub this a little bit, and then I'll pressure wash it, and we'll take you along on the whole trip, and we'll see how clean I can get these things. Hey guys, so what I'm working on now is, you can see I've got both upper control arms from the front of the Corvette up here. And I've got a ball joint and a bushing press kit here. So I'm going to attempt to use this kit to remove the ball joints and those arms from the control arms, the upper control arms, so that I can get in there better with a wire wheel and clean those things up. So let me get everything set up and we'll come back and we'll get started. Okay, so what we have here is I've got a small like washer that's pushing up against this edge right here. So it fits in there and pushes against this. And then on the outside, I have this cup, which you can see down into it. I'll get you a little closer in a minute. You can see down into it, and there's the bushing. So the bushing should push this way into the cup. As I tighten this, this will push the bushing this way, and it should just pop right out into the cup. So let's get you a little closer. And there you can see with my big fat finger, this part of the bushing here is right there in the cup. So we'll give this a try and see how this works. And it looks like it came out. Or it's almost out. We'll see how much is truly out. Come on off of there. Okay, gang, well, here's where we're at. Got somebody mowing their lawn back there, or blowing leaves or something. But here's where we're at. I've got all the bushings out. I've got all the ball joints removed. I've got the obviously the arms removed, and when I say arms, I'm referring to these things. I've got them removed, and I kind of sort of half have them cleaned. This one has some type of black paint on it. It might be POR 15, I don't know, but I've got to remove that. And this still has a little grease on it from where the ball joint was removed. I cleaned it before I took the ball joints and the arms off. So now I've got a Dremel that I'm going to use with some grinding tool attachments, and we're going to grind this stuff off and see if I can't get them all clean, and maybe get a coat of POR 15 on them by the end of the day. It's about 1:30 p.m. now, so we'll see how long the light holds out. But now my next task is going to be to degrease this, to get that junk off, and then start scraping it down. I did the majority of it with my 4.5-inch grinding wheel. So you can see I got a lot of the stuff off. I got this down in here with the Dremel. That still has a little work left to do. I still need to get down in there and along the sides. And then the entire bottom of this needs to be cleaned, but the sides, for the most part, are pretty good. That needs to get around where the bushing went in there and where the bushing went in there. Let me tell you, these were a freaking pita. Pain in the ass. Now this one, I think this was the one. This is the one here. This one was very difficult. This bushing was very difficult to get out. It was so difficult it even bent my bushing removal tool. It bent the cup. I was putting so much pressure on it. But fortunately it didn't damage it. It's got a little rough around the edges, so I can just get that down with the Dremel, and we should be okay. But anyway, that's where we're at.